Hi Tatler Singapore, I'm Tan Kheng Hua and this is Tatler's Style on Screen. Okay, let's have a look at this first outfit. Oh! Carrie Chu from Crazy Rich Asians. I'll tell you what I remember most about this particular day and outfit. As you can see, it looks like winter wear. It was winter wear, but where was it shot? Kuala Lumpur, very, very hot. And we were in this tiny little vintage store. Of course, they had to close up every single window, close up every single door to keep the sound, the traffic sounds away from where we were shooting. So it was very hot. And then I had to wear winter clothing from top to toe. You can't see it here, but you know, I had to wear like these woolen things and the shoes were like, you know, for supposedly New York in winter. But where were we? Kuala Lumpur. Let's have a look at the next one. Oh, again, gorgeous. Crazy Rich Asians was nominated at the SAG Awards. This dress was sent along with, I think, 2 others by the wonderful, beautiful, super talented Priscilla Ong Shamagam. Immediately after I tried on this, I didn't have to try the others. I just knew. And I'm a bit like that. I just make decisions very quickly. I knew this was what I wanted to wear. Again, my accessories were from the Kang. Very eye-catching clutch bag with a lot of these plastic tassels, and again, really caught the eye of the journalists as I was coming down the red carpet. We were just so proud to represent Singapore. I wanted top to toe Singapore, and I got it. Yep, I think my shoes were from Charles and Keith. Oh, Mei Ling, Kung Fu. Again, this was in the pilot. In 3 seasons of shooting Kung Fu, her look really evolved. And at first she started out kind of simple and I guess familiar, just like very much like an Asian mother. But you know, I'm so thankful that they gave my character in Kung Fu throughout the 3 seasons so many different situations to play with. So in terms of first season, when she was very estranged as a mother to her children, and so she had this very, you know, typical Asian American mother look. But then at the end of season 1, she really made peace with her children and became much more warm. And in the second season, they gave her a lot of beautiful dresses, and so it evolved from like silk tops and pants to dresses. And then in the 3rd season, they really upped her corporate game, so it was really, really fun to evolve her looks. I miss this character. I remember it like it was yesterday. This was for the premiere red carpet for Crazy Rich Asians in Los Angeles. Of course, it was my first time walking the red carpet. I knew straight away I wanted to wear Singapore designers. And Daniel Boy was helping me. And he brought out this dress. And it's by Thomas Wee, whom, I mean, God. He's a god of like Singapore, you know, fashion designers. And when I looked at it, I knew I immediately wanted to wear it. My accessories were from, you know, a kind of new accessory designer at that time, The Kang. And ever since I started wearing Kang's accessories, until today, I still love his stuff. Slightly edgy, very unusual, unpredictable. So the earrings are made of these like plastic slips. He makes his own sort of recycled plastic handbags. He had these strange, you know, metal rings. And I remember when I was doing all those interviews at the red carpet, my hands, you know, with the big rings were all over the place, and they really caught the eye of all the journalists. So, hey, a nice shout out for the Singapore fashion designers. This is from Marco Polo, and I played the Empress Dowager. What I remember most about this particular look is that it was designed by Tim Yip. He's an award-winning costume designer from Crouching Tiger. He was such a detailed and wonderful talent, and he did all my fittings. And they would ferry me from Singapore to Johor, where we were filming in Pinewood Studios. And he was so detailed. I remember he would move, for example, the shoulders just like less than a centimeter in, and it would make such a difference. The Empress Dowager, of course, had very grand, clothing, and all the brocade. Everything was made for me, fitted for me. And at Pinewood Studios, there was this entire floor filled with just seamstress and tailors, and they would store all the clothing and all hundreds of outfits. Wonderful. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Let's have a look at the next. Oh, okay. Remember this also really like it was yesterday. I worked a lot with this Singapore designer who was based in Seattle at that time, Angeline Uy, and she designs her own fabric prints, and she sent this dress to me. It was such a simple shift dress. This was a fundraiser that was spearheaded by Greg Berlanti. Berlanti Productions were the people that put up Kung Fu, and I was on Kung Fu for 3 seasons, and therefore I was involved in this particular fundraiser. I think, what the characters wear plays such a big part in how actors actually come into a role. And I particularly love that stage of character creation, which involves not just costume people, but makeup people, hair people, the production designers, I cannot emphasize more how helpful it is for actors to talk to and create together with all these other artists as you're working on a project and detailing the character before you're actually filming or on stage. And that's it for me for Tatler's Style on Screen.